Welcome back, everybody, to the Deep Dive. And today we're going deep into Michael Connelly's latest, The Waiting. But here's the thing. We're only using the Amazon sales page as our source. Can we really get to the bottom of this book from, like, just one page?
It's gonna be tough, that's for sure, yeah. Like solving a crime with only a few clues, right?
Yeah. Talking to detectives. Get this. Renee Ballard and Harry Bosch are both back for this one.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I was pretty excited about that, too. But it's not just a Bosch cameo, though. I mean, he's got a big role in this one. Sounds like his past is going to, collide with Renee's present.
Interesting.
Yeah, in a big way. And Harry's daughter, Maddie. She's a rookie cop now. She joins the Open Unsolved Unit,
Oh, wow.
the unit that works those cold cases. And she's got her own reasons for joining, by the way. The book calls it the most iconic case in the city's history.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Oh, it gets even better. The Black Dahlia murder, remember that? That Hollywood mystery that's been unsolved for, what, decades now? It looks like Maddie might be the one to finally crack it wide open.
Wow, Connelly's playing with fire on this one. Bringing in the Black Dahlia raises the stakes a lot.
Right. And get this. The possible breakthrough hinges on, get this, a new forensic technique with ear measurement.
Near measurements.
Yeah. Who knew ears could be so, incriminating?
It's a real thing. It's called ear biometrics. It's a new field in forensic science. Amazing how Connelly uses real-world stuff in his fiction. Makes it so much more believable, don't you think?
Yeah, totally. Of course, it wouldn't be a Connelly thriller without, some good old-fashioned corruption, right?
Right.
Turns out the DA is playing some political games. Won't prosecute the Black Dahlia case, even with this new evidence.
Say Connelly, right.
Yeah.
His characters are always up against a system that's, rigged against justice. Makes you wonder what Maddie will do. Will she follow the rules, or will she be more like her dad and bend them to get to the truth?
It's that struggle,
Yeah.
between duty and what they believe in. That's what makes his character so interesting.
Yeah, they're not just, like, flat characters. They have these real moral dilemmas that make you root for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why Connelly's more than just, a crime writer. He's a master at exploring those gray areas where right and wrong get all mixed up.
For sure.
Okay, but let's talk about Renee for a second. The book says she gets her badge, her gun, her ID stolen, can't even report it, or her career's over.
Wow. Talk about a tough spot.
Right.
Sounds like she's got enemies everywhere, not just the criminals, but maybe even within the LAPD, right?
Oh, yeah.
This, internal threat adds a whole new layer of suspense to the story, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
And how's all this going to affect her ability to, support Maddie's investigation? With her own career at stake, will she risk it all to help Maddie crack this case?
That's the big question, yeah. Will she put herself first, or will she risk everything to help Maddie uncover the truth about the Black Dahlia?
And don't forget, Renee's team is also on a present-day case. They're trying to track down a serial rapist. Went cold 20 years ago, using cutting-edge DNA tech to try and bring him down.
Interesting how he puts these two cases together. One from the past, all mysterious in Hollywood, and one from the present, all about modern forensics. It's like he's tying together these two different parts of LA's criminal history.
Makes you wonder if they're connected somehow,
Yeah.
Connelly is pretty good at weaving together complicated plots. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a link between, the rapist and the Black Dahlia murder.
Oh, wow. Now that would be a twist. It's amazing how this one page can, bring up so many theories and questions. Connelly's really given us a lot to think about here.
He really has. And the reviews on Amazon, they're just making it even more exciting. Reviewers are saying things like unputdownable and white-hot suspense. Some are even saying this is his best work yet.
It seems like he's really hitting all the right notes with this one, yeah. Complex characters, high stakes, and a deep dive into some of LA's, most haunting mysteries.
But it's not just about, the thrills, is it? Reviewers are also praising his writing style. That tight, gritty prose that just sucks you right in.
Yeah, totally. Connelly's really good at making you feel like you're right there in the story, like experiencing everything firsthand.
It's crazy how much we've figured out from, just this one page.
Yeah.
We've got a sense of the plot, the characters, and even some hints about potential controversies. It's like we've already started putting the pieces together.
And that's what a deep dive is all about, right?
Yeah.
We're not just skimming, we're digging deep, looking for connections that we might miss otherwise.
It's like we're training ourselves to be detectives.
Right.
Always searching for clues, always looking for that missing piece that will unlock the whole mystery.
Exactly. This Black Dahlia case, it's not just a cold case, it's like a legend, right? If Maddie solves it, I mean,
Mm.
think of the impact.
Oh, yeah. Cracking a case that's been, like, unsolved for, what, 70 years?
Mhm.
Huge. Not just for Maddie, but for, like, the whole city, right?
Right.
Think about the families of the victims
Yeah.
finally getting closure.
Yeah. Could really shake up the LAPD, too. What if the truth points to someone powerful, someone who's been hiding all these years?
Ooh, that's kind of scary. Connolly's good at, adding that corruption and conspiracy to his stories.
Totally. And think about, like, the public. This case has been in so many books and movies, documentaries even. It's part of LA, like, it's mythology, right? What happens when the myth is busted?
Yeah. It's like
I
solving
guess.
it could change history,
Right.
And for Maddie, starting out her career, this could be like her moment, a chance to get out of her dad's shadow and make her own name.
But it could also be super dangerous, right? What if finding the truth makes her a target? Someone who wants to keep it all quiet.
Yeah. Especially with Renee dealing with her own stuff within the LAPD. Can she even protect Maddie? Or will Maddie have to go rogue to, get justice?
It's that classic Connelly thing, right? His character is always facing impossible choices. Do what's right or what's safe. And, those choices show us who they really are.
And keep us hooked, right?
Yeah.
Never sure who to trust or what's going to happen next.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of twists and turns, one of the reviews mentioned a Hawaiian coda. That's interesting. What do you think that means?
A Hawaiian coda. Now, that is a curveball. Could be a whole separate story. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe Renee and Bosch get sent to Hawaii in a case. Or maybe it's like symbolic,
Yeah.
A chance to escape L.A. and find some peace.
Maybe a little of both. Maybe. Connolly's good at that, layering and meaning. So wouldn't be surprised if this coda has plot stuff and thematic significance, like a chance for them to, reflect, face their demons, even maybe find some redemption.
It's crazy how much we can guess, just from like a few sentences on Amazon. Really shows how strong Connolly's storytelling is. Creating a world that, sparks our imagination even before we've read a word.
And it shows what we're trying to do here, right? On the deep dive. We're not just summarizing, we're going deeper, looking for those connections, those questions that make us want to learn more.
Exactly. It's all about going beyond the surface, challenging what we think, and engaging with the world in a, curious and critical way.
Yeah. And sometimes that journey starts with something simple, like an Amazon page. Who knew it could spark such an interesting conversation?
It proves that you can find like inspiration anywhere, right? If you're willing to look.
And with Connelly, even a blurb can be a gateway to a whole world of, suspense and intrigue.
So what do you say? Ready to dive into the waiting and see if our theories pan out? I'm super curious to see what happens. Will Maddie crack the Dahlia case? What secrets will come out? And that Hawaiian coda. The suspense is killing me.
Me too. This one's going to keep us guessing till the very end, I think. That's the sign of a great thriller, isn't it?
You got it. And once you've read The Waiting, come back and tell us what you thought. Did Connelly live up to the hype? Were you right about your theories? Did the ending do it for you? Join the conversation and let us know.
It's kind of funny how we can get, like, so into a book or a movie, even just a sales page.
Yeah, like we step into a whole other world for a while.
Totally. And when it's done well, like Connelly does, you come away feeling like you've learned something, experienced something kind of deep.
It's more than just entertainment, right? It's like exploring what it means to be human.
That's a good way to put it. And I think that's what makes this deep dive so cool. I mean, we started with just one page.
Yeah.
One page of marketing.
Right. Something just trying to get us to buy the book.
Exactly. But we didn't just buy it, right? We stopped and looked at it closely. Like detectives, looking for clues. Yeah. And we found so much more than just the plot. We saw the bigger ideas, the characters, why they do what they do, the stuff that might be controversial.
We even ended up asking like bigger questions about justice and corruption and what truth even means.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what a deep dive is all about, right?
Yeah.
Going beyond the surface, questioning what we think, and engaging with the world in a more, mindful way.
That's it.
It's about finding those hidden things, those unexpected connections that like make us understand more.
Yeah.
And make us more curious.
Totally.
And maybe even inspire us to do something, to make a change.
Yeah, definitely.
So next time you're like scrolling through Amazon or reading the news or even just talking to a friend.
Remember what we've learned.
Yeah. Don't just take things at face value. Dig deeper. Ask questions. Challenge things.
Because you never know what you might find.
And that's what the deep dive is all about, right? We're here to guide you, to help you figure out the world.
And to show you that even the simplest things can have, like, hidden layers just waiting to be discovered.
So until next time, keep diving deep.